The universe keeps trying to stop me from starting this video, and I'm not entirely sure why. There's dogs barking, there's children making noise, and you know what? I'm here anyway. Welcome to Merrily Merrowed. This is my first time back on my channel since, really since the end of 2023. I filmed a video. I'm going to speak like this from now on. Robot now. I'm still waking up and I'm tired today. But last year I had made a Lunar New Year video at the Lansu Chinese Gardens in Portland. It is a place that I went in 2022 and I had a really great time, so I went back last year. It was a phenomenal adventure, and then I never edited it, I never posted it. I'm a little bit of superstitious individual, so I think I just got superstitious about the longevity noodle, and I didn't post it because I was worried it's something that happened. But it's now Lunar New Year 2025, Year of the Snake, so I'm in no danger of whatever, you know, the ominous premonitions of that one are. They already played out, so I'm going to be editing that and posting it as well. It's kind of more in-depth about all of the events. Today was the first day of it, and I think they started their festivities at 9:30 this morning, and I am not there by 9:30 this morning, you know. I would have liked to have been, but I've kind of taken a step back from a lot of things. Last year, one of my main focuses was like foraging, learning about, I worked at Bella Organic for a while, which was awesome. And I got to learn about all the different types of squashes and pumpkins and stuff, which sounds really nerdy, but if you're a foodie, that's the way to do. And I just spent the year trying out projects, learning new ingredients, cooking as much as I can, learning about mostly Korean and Japanese pickles. You know, just random stuff, but it was focus on learning on the changes that are happening in my life. You know, in the past, this channel has been very much a place for me to be an open book and to discuss what I'm going through and to incorporate my mermaiding into my journey and share it with other people and to try and work through my stuff, a lot of shadow work. And you know, I've kind of reached a point where a lot of that stuff isn't work that can really happen on the internet or in front of an audience. You know, it's stuff that I need to internalize now and work on myself. And you know, I was kind of going through my channel, not cleaning house, but you know what I mean. Just before I start posting again, kind of looking at my content and seeing what it actually was and why, you know. And I came across one of my first Valentine's videos, and it was so angry. It was so angry. The first video was just me drunkenly ranting about stuff, and the second one was me getting pissed off at my ex-boyfriend, and it just like it's a hate and anger that I don't want to carry anymore. And I think that a good deal of this last year is finding out, why am I so angry about it? Why does everything make me so angry? Why am I so angry? I don't want to be angry. I don't want to, you know, it takes a lot of energy out of you, to be honest. And a thing to mention about the Year of the Snake, I don't really know a lot about the Chinese mythology regarding the snake, But I do know that in yogic terms, the snake is often associated with Kundalini, which is your sacred energy, and the rising and manipulation of your sacred energy. And I do think that that is something that I want to be mindful of in this next year, is I want to, I guess, protect my peace. I want to protect my energy. I want to not vine out and try and, I don't want to say control other people's lives, but there's a lot of things, external influences that I try and latch on to I don't know if I think it'll bring me more control or if I feel the need to control others. I'm not sure yet, but I'm trying to realize that what people are going through, I'm trying to internalize that what people are going through is their own thing, and I can be supportive, but I can't make them do anything. I can't make them feel anything. I can't tell people how to feel or how to respond to their situations, you know. All I can do is I can control my energy. I can control my peace, and I do value my peace, you know. And that's, the last year, it was so abundant and so wonderful, but it was so chaotic, you know. And there were a lot of things about it that weren't wonderful, and a lot of things about my relationships with family that we're working on, you know. And I did lose my job at Zama in, I want to say April, but I was unemployed for a month after that, and that was a very hurtful experience, you know. They were cleaning house as well. I was on their old medical plan where they paid for my medical, which when they sent me my like takeover papers, you know, if you want to continue your medical, this is what you need to pay. It was like $600 a month. It was expensive to keep me there. And so they kind of drove me out, and I got real stressed and just started doing a terrible job. And I'm not proud of it, but that's how it ended. And it's a place that I worked at for 2 years. I turned down a job that paid me $24 an hour so that I could work there full time. You know, I didn't turn down a job. I quit a job so that I could go there and work full time. There's complicated stuff there, but in any case, I had really considered getting my esthetician's license, and I had really like bonded with the people there, even if they didn't bond back. Like I was very fond of that place, and I was very fond of everybody there. So it essentially felt like losing all of my friends, losing a place that had been my home for 2 years, and it was kind of the first time I went into an interview after that to try and get another job. I literally cried in the interview trying to explain what happened. You know, it was tough for a while. And then I got, well, you don't want to hear my work history, right? But in any case, that was a thing that happened. A couple of my family members ended up in emergency surgeries. I had like 6 or 7 family members who had surgeries in the last 3 months of last year. You know, it was just, it was a lot, you know. And, you know, a lot more in addition to that. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. By the end of, I guess by the Christmas season, I was just worn out. I was burnt out. I was upset, and I was tired. And I think I'm still, trying to figure out, I'm tired, you know, and I am withdrawing from a lot of the situations in my life that's like taking that peace from me. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be in these situations that exhaust me, and I don't want to constantly be trying to build relationships with people who don't want that back, you know. Of course, another thing that happened, I'm not sure if I'll post this, is that I kind of it's so stupid. I'm like almost 40. I had a crush on a guy who didn't like me back, right? Which in itself is, nobody likes rejection, but it's not a big deal. You know, I think the big deal is that he had to find a polite way to tell me that it's because I was too ugly. So, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there who will find me moderately attractive, but it's just, it's something I don't know how to deal with yet, you know, and I am getting to the point where I, like, want to be more modest. I mean, it's like 36 degrees outside, so I'm not going out in a bikini, but even the idea of, like, being in a bikini top and going out mermaiding, it's like more than I have, you know, and I love mermaiding. I got to go swimming the other day for the first time in a long time. But again, I was at the gym getting ready to, I had my bathing suit on and getting ready to do my swim, and there was another guy in, like, the wash off area that you have to shower off before you get in the pool, and he was so nice. He's like, "Come on in, it's totally fine," and I, like, clammed up and freaked out and ran to the locker room and got my other shirt on, and, like, I've never been that guy. I've never been modest, and I've never been, I don't know. It's just, it's a different, like, I don't know. I suppose there's a withdrawal that is happening right now. Like, I'm withdrawing inside. I'm withdrawing into myself. You know? And I don't know if it's a bad thing. You know, it's, like I said, a matter of protecting my peace. I'm going to try and go forward in this new year. Strange. I'm literally here. I'm in costume. I'm here and I'm in costume. And I feel so strange. And probably I've been procrastinating leaving the house. And I shot my intro several times. And none of it was right. And I got my stuff together, and I figured it was just anxiety, and I would just get my stuff together and go anyway. And just the closer I got here, the more I feel filled with, like, not anxiety of, like, it's dread. I feel like something isn't right today with this. Not that I don't like my, here, let me, a weird parking place. Not that I don't like my makeup. I made a cool costume. I'll show you guys in a minute. But they say always trust your instincts, right? And I really am the most blessed because I got freaking angels looking out for me, like, all the time. And I've been saved in so many situations by feelings like these. So I know it is disappointing to me to spend a lot of time and effort on a costume. But something isn't right. and I don't like it. Maybe it's anxiety, but it's not anxiety. It's a weird feeling. It's a weird feeling that's been weird. I lost my motivation a few days ago with this project. And I'm not sure why, because I was super excited. And like I said, I made a really cool costume. But literally everything is telling me danger. I don't know. I feel weird. And I'm here. It's 1:30. The Lansu Chinese Gardens closes at 4:30, so I got plenty of time. And I was just gonna go in there and have tea and some dumplings and take a few shots. Not shots, but shots. Take a few pictures. And I'm like, that truck says concern, caution, warning, 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 warning. And the universe is telling me in every way it possibly can that I shouldn't go in there. So I'm disappointed. But like my whole body aches now that I'm here. Like I don't know what would have happened if I had gone in there. I don't know. But I went out to get part of the costume from my car this morning, and there was a dude parked in our parking lot, and my mom's boyfriend knows a bunch of people. He's got friends stopping by to borrow his truck or whatever. But the guy, I waved to him twice, and then he just took out his phone and took a picture of me. I was like, all right. And I walked back into my house. But it's I trust my angels today. I don't know what's wrong. I don't. And it's a shame because the Chinese gardens are absolutely gorgeous. They're my favorite place to go on Lunar New Year, and I was trying to make a tradition out of it, to be honest. I used to be entirely fearless on these adventures, knowing that I was in danger and not even caring. I would go anywhere and I found pictures of my topless shoot the other day, where I had seaweed in front of my top, and of course flesh-colored duct tape and stuff like that. But I used to be so much more fearless, and even my costume, if I'll show you again later, but see, it's so cute. I made this necklace, a little jade goldfish, a little jade necklace with a happy envelope, and this epic top with all my little scales. This year is the year of the snake, which I don't really know the Chinese mythology in association with that. I was hoping to find out. But I do know that the snake in yogic tradition is the Kundalini, the sacred energy, the life force. And it has come to my attention that one of my goals going forward into this next year is to protect my energy. Last year was really wonderful in certain ways and very taxing in other ways. It kind of drained me, and it's not that it wasn't good, but it made me realize how much I value my peace, and it made me realize how much I just want to kind of keep my energy to myself, and there's a lot of people in my life, good people that I love, who it's kind of their nature to to feed off of other people's energy. You know, I think a lot of extroverts are like that, and so I don't think it's a personal thing. I just think some people really like generating energy in others, and it can be really exhausting if you're not one of those people. You know, so going forward, 2025, protecting my energy, protecting my life force in situations where I feel like something's wrong, honoring that. And that goes back, I mean, I quit a job this year that I easily could have just kept making money there. Possibly could have found success there, but they were doing stuff that I really didn't agree with. And I could just, like, keep going and pretend that I was doing the things that they wanted me to do and not do them. Or I could say, you know what, this goes beyond what I really want to do. And setting boundaries. You know what I mean? Boundaries are important. Boundaries help preserve that energy. And one boundary is, and maybe this is an important one for me to know for myself, is that in situations where I don't feel safe, you don't have to be there. I don't have to be places where I don't feel safe. I don't have to do things that make me compromise my boundaries or feel unsafe. I like mermaiding, you know, but you definitely have to be careful going out alone in makeup and costume and revealing clothing. I mean, I'm downtown right now by myself. Who would know if I was missing? Eventually they'd know, but I'd be long gone by then, you know. I mean, it's a very public place, but I guess that's the thing too, is knowing that there was a certain anonymity in public places that I used to feel, you know, and now it, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. There's a parade. I don't know. I don't know if you can see. There's cops everywhere, but there's no flight. I don't know. It's like, you wouldn't believe this if I couldn't show you, but I came to the gates to the international, like the Chinatown in Portland, literally at the gate to take a picture at the gate. Dude set up right at the gate and started eating some fucking sandwiches. The universe could not tell me anymore that I need to go. But it's such a shame because it's perfect. Couldn't be any more perfect. You know? But at the same time, I did, the second I turned that corner, there was, and I kid you not, like 100 homeless people. And that doesn't mean that I was in danger, but there was like more houseless individuals than I have seen in one space at one time in my whole life. And the police had a section barricaded, even though they weren't doing a parade. And I don't know. I just like, not even at like the gate. I'm on the freeway and I'm actually like, I mean, there's traffic, but I'm hoping that we get home soon, because I like my makeup or whatever is on it is like making my eyes hurt, but it's hurting like around my eyes. You know what I mean? Like it's hurting possibly my sinuses. It might be a combination of chemicals that shouldn't be on my face. So I don't know. My wig is very tight. Like I'm just a mess. I think I'm going to I'm going to go home and order Chinese food. And that's the laziest way to celebrate the Chinese New Year that I know of. But I'm honoring my own energy, right? This makeup and wig is wiping me out. And I'm starting to not feel well, you know. I know I'm full of complaints, I'm sorry. It's fine. Everything's fine. May this be the year for honoring yourself. And I don't mean anything in like a narcissistic way or a selfish way. Sorry, that was difficult. But what I mean is, I see a lot of people pushing past their comfort zones in physicality and putting themselves into situations where they don't want to be, and just like honor yourself. Honor how you feel about a situation. If you don't want to go to an event, don't go to an event. If you feel like, even if you put in the effort to do something, it's like, I don't know, when people schedule a big dinner or a wedding or something like that, and then they back out last minute. Like, don't ever feel bad, you know. Funny story. My mom dated a guy once, and they decided to move to Arizona, and they were all excited, and then like 3 days, he was a nice guy. About 3 days before they left, he started just being a total jerk and being very abusive, very aggressive. And she's like already poured everything into moving. She's almost there. They've got the truck, you know, and she sees right before that there's these huge warning signs, and she's like, well, the work for it has already been done, so I should just do it anyway, you know. And she ended up leaving with this guy, and turns out he was insane, totally abusive, isolated her from her family, pretended to be a Vietnam vet when he wasn't. Like, this guy was nuts. And she ended up having to move back within a couple of months, and it just depleted her savings, and it depleted her life, and she lost a bunch of stuff, and she lost, like, it was this horrible, detrimental thing to her life, and she knew that she shouldn't go, and she did it anyway because she thought that that's what she was supposed to do. She felt obligated to do it. She you know what I mean? And she's doing it now. You know, she still does this, you know. And a lot of my family still does this, and that, like, even if they see a situation crumbling, they'll still do everything that they can do to try and keep it going. And it's like, it's honorable. It is. But there's gotta be some point at which you honor yourself and say, I know this guy's abusive. Something has to be done. You know? I know that there's a big issue with trafficking in Portland. So if I knew that and I had a bad feeling and I did it anyway, it's possible that could have been a very dangerous situation for who knows what reason. Like I said, there was just like tons of homeless individuals there. And not to say that homeless people are dangerous, but there's just a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of available hands, you know, and it, anyway, I want this year to be about honoring that, you know, honoring your safety, honoring your needs, honoring, I don't know, hunger cues, honoring when you're tired and you don't have the fucking energy to do a thing. Honor that, you know? Just say no, honor that. The people who love you will love you anyway. And the people who are angry at you honoring what you need don't care about what you need. I need to get this makeup off because my face bones hurt, and I don't think that's right. I did just want to do a fucking shoot, but you know what? I own this wig, and I made this costume, and the Lunar New Year goes on until February 13th, right? 16th? I don't know. There's a cop there. Anyway, it's not, you miss an event, it's not the end of the world, you know? You keep yourself safe, period. You keep yourself well, period. If you think that there's something you need to do and other people don't like it, do it. And it's gonna seem dumb sometimes. Seems fucking dumb right now. I hate it. I'm upset. But you know what? That's the thing, is that I feel genuinely like that was not something that I should have done. And I think that if I just chickened out, I'd feel bad about it later. But I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel like I did something wrong, like my anxiety got the best of me. I don't feel like that. And to be honest, I don't ever feel like that in these situations where I get there, I'm like, oh, no. And it's happened a few times. And it's very frustrating to put in the effort and a whole day and making a costume. And like I said, I only spent $18 on discount beads at Hobby Lobby, but it's still the fact that I put in the effort, but it doesn't matter. It didn't work out this time. Maybe it'll work out in the future, maybe it won't. You know? But it's when we don't honor what we need to do that A, either we regret it, or B, it comes back to harm us, to really harm us, you know. I wonder what would have happened, but at the same time I don't. That truck is right. The truck that says no stress, that's the truck. I don't want to be stressed out. That's the thing about this last year. Is it wasn't a bad year. I was just stressed out all the time. All the time. You know? Constantly trying to figure out where my anger was coming from. Where my anger was coming from. It's not wrong. Why I was angry is what I'm getting at. Some of it was genuinely stressful, and some of it was that I let the stress get to me. You know, I let a lot of things get to me where I want like a Zen lifestyle so badly right now that I just don't care. And it's not that I don't care about these situations or these people, but I don't want to engage this anymore because I'm tired. You know? I just want to. My aunt has paid me basically to be unemployed because I think that she knows that I'm just wasted right now. And we were kind of anticipating. I did some work for her in the office, and then we were trying to get myself on my mom's disability, and that's looking like a thing. Like maybe we're doing that, maybe we're not. But it's certainly not in immediacy. Like I need a job now. You know? And I just want to take a second here. How many times I tried to record this morning and it was all like sad and sullen and low energy, and I just didn't feel right, and then suddenly having done, I don't want to say the right thing, but what I know, what I'm honoring in my heart, you can see for yourself that it's like my personality is back. I feel much better about the situation. I don't feel unsafe, and I don't feel like withdrawn into myself, you know? And that's really important to honor as well. Where do I flourish? Where does my energy go? I mean, not like when other people are eating it, but I mean, like, where do I put my energy? Where am I spending my energy? What do I want to spend my energy on? Just a quick thing. I've been in bed all day today, and I'm real tired. My face is kind of swollen. And I took pictures. It's looking better now, but like my eyes are definitely swollen, and so like it's sore. So maybe if we do this adventure somewhere else, the makeup situation is gonna be different. I might have to throw away some of my makeup. But like I said, I feel very like swollen and unwell.